92 to 95 FM, 810 medium wave, and on digital radio, BBC Radio Scotland.
It's 8 o'clock. It's Tuesday, the 21st of March. This is Good Morning Scotland with Hayley Miller and Gillian Marles. The FBI Director James Comey has confirmed for the first time that his agency is investigating alleged Russian government interference in last year's US presidential election. The investigation was confirmed during the first day of open hearings in the Congressional Intelligence Committee.
They were unusually loud in their intervention. It's almost as if they didn't care that we knew what they were doing or that they wanted us to see what they were doing. It was very noisy, their intrusions in different institutions.
Well, Mr. Comey also said that the FBI hadn't seen any evidence to back up Mr. Trump's claim that his phones were tapped by the Obama administration. Well, I've been speaking to Dr. Joseph Fitsanakis from Coastal Carolina University, an expert in intelligence and national security.
Well, it is certainly unprecedented. I'm sort of mesmerized and glued on my television like all Americans right now. Along with that comes a degree of uncertainty about the future. I mean, we've just heard essentially the director of the FBI saying that there is an actual investigation into the possibility that the president's campaign has been influenced, shaped, funded by a foreign country, in this case, Russia. I mean, that is an incredible statement.
But how surprised should we be that there would be an outside influence like this? You might think, well, of course, when you've got some major election like this, you're bound to get outside powers either spying or trying to influence in some way.
You're making a good point. In fact, somebody like me who delves into intelligence operations, I would call this a textbook case of what we in the business called a covert operation. Essentially, an intelligence activity that's designed to somehow influence different kinds of foreign, political, military, or economic development. It's not a physically violent operation like other intelligence operations, but it does occur sort of in the domain of intelligence agencies. I would actually argue that given what's at stake in the American presidential election, it would be strange if the Russians did not try to somehow influence or shape the outcome of this election.
I suppose what's crucial is whether there was any kind of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians. And do you think we're likely to establish whether that was the case or not?
I think the reason why the director of the FBI would not comment further on this issue is precisely this, that the FBI will not comment unless they have concrete proof of an actual collusion between the Trump administration's team and foreign influence, foreign actor, in this case, Russia. There's no question that there is some kind of evidence. In fact, I would say concrete evidence of involvement. The big question is, to what extent was the Trump team aware that this involvement was actually happening, right? So are we talking here about, for instance, just simply fake news and propaganda operations? Or are we talking about funding individuals or political parties? Or perhaps even, to take it further, any kind of extortion or blackmail of targeted individuals? And all of these come into play at this point.
That's Dr. Joseph Fitsanakis there.
And that's all from Gillian and me for this morning. Time to hand you over to Kay Adams.